All right, this is another video on adding integers, but it's integer word problems. Get this straight. And our I can statement for this, let me get the focus here. Okay. Our focus here, our I can statement. Okay. I can add, it's the same as before, add integers with same and different signs. All right, let's look at our first word problem. A football team loses 5 yards on one play and then loses 8 yards on the next play. How many yards did they lose on the 2 plays? So how would we represent a loss of 5 yards? We would represent that by a -5. And how would we represent a loss of 8 yards? A -8. So, and this is addition, so we're going to say a -5 plus a -8. So how many yards did they lose? They lost a -13 yards. So that football team lost a -13 yards. All right. Our next problem. You park in a garage 3 floors below ground level. Then you get in an elevator and go up 12 floors. What floor do you get off of the elevator? I like to use a vertical number line when you're doing sea level or going up and down an elevator. I know it's not straight. And we start at 0. Okay. Every thermometer has a 0. Every number line has a 0. So we're starting at 3 floors below. So we're starting at -3. Then you get in an elevator and you go up 12 floors. Okay. So from here to here is how many? 3. So if we did 12 minus 3, that would be 9. 9. So from here to here, they go up 9 floors. So we're going to get off on the 9th floor. So what's your represent for -3? And how do you represent 12? So it's 12. So if we did a -3 plus 12, different signs subtract. 12 minus 3 is 9. Which one has the largest absolute value? That would be 12. So it would be the 9th floor. Tiger Woods in 2002 won the Masters tournament. His scores were 2, 3, 6, and 1. We're going to add something here. These should all be negatives. -2, -3, -6, and -1 for 4 rounds. What was his final score? So in golf, you add. So we got -2 plus a -3 plus a -6 plus a -1. These are all the same sign, and same sign you add and keep. So my suggestion when you have multiple operations in a problem is you do 2 at a time. So a -2 plus a -3, same sign, add and keep, you get a -5. And then you have a -5 plus a -6 plus a -1. Then when you do a -5 plus a -6, you get a -11 plus a -1. So Tiger Woods' final score was a -11 plus a -1, same sign, add and keep. negative 12 was the final score, or Tiger's final score. Okay. A local bookstore had 30 copies of a bestseller when it opens on Monday morning. So they had 30 copies. On Monday, it sells 6 copies. Sales means it's going to be taken away. On Tuesday, it sells 3 copies. On Wednesday, it receives a shipment containing 24 copies of the books and also sells 8 copies. How many books does the store have at the end of Wednesday? So how do you represent selling 6 books? Selling, you got rid of them, so you take them away. How do you represent selling 3 books? You're taking away from what you have, which is a negative 3. If you received a shipment and you added to what you had, how are we going to represent receiving 24 books? Which would be 24. And how do you represent selling 8 books? You're taking them away. All right, now if we work this problem, we started with 30. We are going to take away 6. We're going to take away 3. We're going to add 24 and take away 8. Now I could have done the subtraction like this because this means the same thing. These 2 lines are the same. I'm just adding the opposite right up here at the top. So 30 minus 6 is 24. 24 plus a negative 3 plus 24 plus a negative 8. So if we do these 4 different signs, so we subtract. So 24 minus 3 is a 21 plus a 24 plus a negative 8. And 21 plus 24 is 45 plus a negative 8. Different sign subtract. So 45 minus 8 is 37. And which sign has the largest absolute value? And that's going to be 45. So they have 37 books at the end of the day on Wednesday. The next problem. A research team aboard an underwater research vessel descends, and that means go down. So descends means to go down beneath the surface of the water. Then they rise 500 feet and descend again 300 feet. So let's see what we have. If we descended and started at 1500, how are we going to represent the descend? We're going to represent that by negative 1500. Remember, descends means to go down. If you see the word ascend, it means to go up. Ascend means to go up. So we started at 1500. Then it says they rise 525 feet and descend again 300 feet. Right there. So if I rewrote that, I would say a negative 1500 plus 525. Change the minus to a plus. Change the sign of next. Then all you do is add them up as if it were a plus. So if we start here and we've got 2 different signs, so we got a negative and a positive. So we say 1500 minus 525 and do the subtraction. We get 975. So here we've got 975 plus a negative 350. Same sign, add and keep. So we're going to add 350 to that 975, and you get 1325, and it's the same sign, so it's a negative 1,325 feet. Any questions, please ask. Let me send that